Today we will be deciding which of these three cubes is going to be my future main. My current, main, labeled my main, is the GAN 11, but I don't use this that much. So, mini review, great corner cutting, very fast, only issues that it locks up. Now over here, very fast, locks up a lot, but doesn't, I was about to say that it doesn't corner cut very well, but then it just corner cutted very nicely. Although lockups do happen on this. So these are kind of the same in my eyes, but today we're mostly interested in this one because it's fast, it doesn't lock up, and, well, it's pretty hard to corner cut on this thing. And by that, I mean it's hard to get in a situation where you would need a corner cut because of the core magnets, and the edges actually force apart from the corners. So it's pretty much self-turning in a way. So this cube is going to be hard to beat, but I still want to give both of these cubes a fair shot at becoming my main. So I did a field test with all three of the cubes, being the GAN 13, the really long MoU thing, and the GAN 11. First, I tried the GAN 13. My times were really good, as you can see here. All of them were sub 20. There were only a few that were above 20 seconds, and those were just some light mess ups because I'm still getting used to this cube. But overall, this was a really good cube. If you don't know what the JS scale is, it is a score that I give cubes when I review them. So a 10 would be the best possible cube on the market, and a 0 would be a Cyclone Boys 3x3. I'm going to give the GAN 13 a 9 because I do believe that there are other cubes like the GAN 14 that are actually better than this, obviously. But GAN 13 alone is one of the best 3x3s that I've ever tried. So on to the thing from MoU that has a really long name. Turning is hard, turning is slow, and obviously, as you can see right there, I'm not getting great times. It is, well, I don't want to say that it's hard to keep from locking up, but instead I'm going to say it's easy to lock up. So on the JS scale, this cube is going to get a 4. The GAN 11 used to be a 10 on the JS scale, but that was when it was new. Now that cube is very, very old, but it's still really good, and I do think that it is a solid competitor for the GAN 13, mostly because the way that my personal turning style is, it allows me to do faster algorithms on the GAN 11 than the GAN 13. Now, the issue that the GAN 13 has that the GAN 11 does not have is the GAN 13, often I overturn on that without realizing it. The reason for that, I actually ironically believe that it is because of the center magnets, so I might remove those magnets and then make it into an even better cube for me. But because the GAN 11 doesn't have that, I'm going to favor it for the field performance test. In addition to a two-handed test, I also did a one-handed test with the GAN 13, and all I can honestly say is that this is my OH main. So we don't really need this. This MoU thing, it's not as good as we want it to be. It's now down to the Battle of the GANs. For OH, this is a pretty good cube. As you can see, I'm very bad at OH, but I'm able to use this cube comfortably. What I just did on this cube, I would never be able to do on this cube. Number one, for the size, and number two, look how slow it is. Like, it is genuinely slow compared to the GAN 13. So GAN 13, definitely my main for OH, but now it comes down to which one I like better for two-handed. I'm not going to give you a bunch of information that you don't want to hear. It's the GAN 13. However, for you, depending on your training style, you might like the GAN 11 much better because it's actually controllable. Now, with some slowing it down and maybe adjustment of tensions, you can actually get this cube as controllable as this one. I personally have not messed with the GAM 13 tensions yet. Nonetheless, it's a good cube even when stock. I will now showcase a short average of 5.